Hi there, I'm Matt, and this is my wife Kim and our daughter Arya, and we are sailing the Atlas. In last week's video, you saw us riding out Hurricane Debbie, or more like the edge of Hurricane Debbie. But what we didn't tell you is that just before that happened, our friends on SV Fresh to Salty moved and became our neighbors. Unfortunately, their reason for being here is a little bit less than awesome. Our good friend Steven was struck by a car while crossing the street, and they needed to come up here for him to be able to do physiotherapy. But we are looking forward to having him around. It's great to have friends around. I'm hoping we can help out in whatever way we can as he recovers, and maybe we'll get up to some interesting things.
Adventure time! Woohoo!
We're going up the Banana River, spontaneously. We decided about 11 minutes ago that we were going to try for this plan. And now we're at the swing bridge. I think this swing bridge is like a 6 foot or like a 5.5 foot vertical clearance. It's the lowest swing bridge I've ever seen. Regular center console boats with their little roof have to have this bridge open. It's that low. So yeah, all of a sudden we decided we were going to take the big boat. We're going to a place that may be called Samson Island, or it may be called something else. What was the other name?
Satellite Beach Island, but I don't...
Yeah, I'm not too sure which one it actually is, so we're going to go over there. We're going to try and get as close as we can and then dinghy the rest of the way. And we'll get some friends that we're going to meet over there. I think there's a bunch of hiking trails all over this island, which I'm not that interested in because it's 33 degrees today, Celsius. But we'll make the best of it. We'll have some fun. Now this is probably what we should be doing on a hot day, but none of our boats go this fast.
Look, an osprey. I've been osprey.
This is the Fresh to Salty crew, minus Steven, of course. He was not feeling up for a walk. Welcome to Samson Island. What is Samson Island, you ask? Prior to the 1950s, the Samson Island area consisted mostly of salt marsh and mangrove wetlands. In the early 50s, the island was created from the dredged materials deposited onto those wetlands. The island is named after Sam Fuchs and his sons, who in 1968 donated approximately 26 acres to the city. The other half was purchased by the city, and it lay dormant until 1990, when, at the recommendation of a citizen committee, it was designated a passive recreation park and nature preserve to be developed as time, funds, and civic volunteer efforts allowed. It was a beautiful island, but unfortunately our picnic lunch got cut short by this storm forming on the horizon. We very quickly ran back to our respective boats. Eventually, the storm died down and we were treated to a beautiful sunset, a very nice rainbow, and an incredible full moon. I'd just like to take a sec and ask you to like this video. It really does make a huge difference to us. We are trying to grow this channel, and the only way we can do that is with your support. It's always free and would mean the world to us. The next day was once again a beautiful day, until it started raining once again, which seems to be a pretty regular occurrence around here. But we took the opportunity to scrub down the decks and capture some rainwater, which is a ton less work than carrying those blue jugs back and forth from the water tap. So we take advantage any time we can. Because of the raised bulwarks on our boat, it is absolutely fantastic for capturing rainwater. Once that scupper is plugged, we capture water very quickly. Look at the line where the rain stops! Decently heavy for probably 8 minutes maybe, and we took on probably, well, we're
full again on the 80 gallons of water tanks. I don't know how far down we were, but we took on enough to completely fill. So that's part of how we get water aboard.
We seem to be all filled up, so we'll let the excess go and take a few minutes and talk about the Coriolis effect with Arya, and then cap the tank, and we're all done and ready for the next adventure. Which in this case happens to be replacing the engine room exhaust fan. The one we have is dying, and with the generator out of commission, we are having to run the engine to generate main power all the time, and we are generating a ton of heat, so we need this exhaust fan to be working. Apparently, it's just that one screw. There we go. Come on, there we go. Don't you worry, marine electricians. I didn't leave this connected with Moretz. I was just checking to make sure there wasn't something weird with the polarity on this new fan. Now, somewhere over here is this one. Oh, look at that. It is even blowing in the right direction. With that job done, we are done for the day. If you like what you're seeing and you'd like to help us out even just a little bit, please do not hesitate to check out the Patreon link in the description below. Every tiny little bit helps. We appreciate every little bit, even if it's only, just enough for a little coffee or a beer or something like that. We love all of our patrons at every level. Thank you so much for considering.
No, dolphins. Oh, they're gonna be gone now, of course. Alright.
Anyway, what are we up to? What are we up to today? So, generator issues. We are having generator issues with our newish generator. I think maybe I might have covered that before, so this is just a repeat for that. But I need to get some parts and pieces, so I am going to go to Ace Hardware. My lovely wife
Laundry day!
has decided it is laundry day again because we're going ashore anyway. And I think, and then there's a
Dollar General nearby.
Right, Dollar General for a few groceries, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get that done because we think we got about
An hour?
36 minutes until it starts raining. We were gonna do all of this yesterday, and the rainstorm started. What time was that? About we were running pretty far behind.
Like 2 or 3?
About 2-ish. The rainstorm started, and it never ended until like 9 o'clock or something like that. Like it just rained and rained and rained. Rain, rain, and rain. It was crazy how much rain came down yesterday. So we did not make it to town. So yeah.
We're doing it today. Don't care.
Yeah, we're getting it done. We closed up the boat for once, so we won't get back to a wet boat. And if it rains, it rains. And the hardest part will be if it's all windy or whatever, trying to decide whether we should or shouldn't try and get back to the mothership.
Yeah.
All of that stuff's for down the road. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we get back before the rain even starts.
So Aria cleaned out her room the other day, and so now we have a few things to donate.
Right. There's a bag of donation clothes. Yeah, I think it goes in up there. Yeah. Well, that's the weirdest mail slot I've ever seen. Alright, so we dropped Kim off at the laundromat with the laundry, and Aria and I are headed to the Ace Hardware. So no dice at Ace for the things we need for the generator. In other news, the mega storm that we were hoping
wouldn't hit until well after we were back to the boat is probably at the boat already. Well, we made it back to the laundromat, and then this happened. So we're gonna hunker down here for a little bit and see how long this lasts.
Luckily, the Fresh to Salty crew was also doing laundry, so we just hung out with them the whole time. Well, with all of that done, including the rainstorm again, we're going to leave you right there this week. Thank you so much for joining us. If you didn't get a chance, please do not hesitate to like and subscribe. We appreciate it, and it helps us out so much. We want to take a quick second and say thank you very much to all of our patrons, and an extra special thank you to the names that you are seeing here on the screen for always going the extra mile to make sure that our journey out here can continue and these videos can continue to get made. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.